Yes, yes, yes. I've been waiting for this thing for a very long time. I mean, come on now. Those of you guys who even know the series should understand that I've been waiting for this thing for a long time. Oh my lord. I am so glad it's back. I am so hyped up. I'm looking forward to it. The way how it is, it's just, ugh. Just a little reminder note, I am up to date with the manga, so I would know what will happen. But apparently I think there was something I was supposed to watch. Apparently before I was supposed to watch the first episode of Shokugeki no Souma, San no Sara, or you could call it like Shokugeki no Summer third season, or the third plate, Food Wars. Aside from that, this episode was pretty cool, slick, and the service in there, oh man, dude. Call me Mr. I'm all stupid and etc., but I was really happy to see this thing again. Although it is sad that I can't see it on the weekends and I have to see it on the weekdays, which really sucks, honestly. But that's okay. So if anything else, let's just get this started. We had to it that Megumi and Souma are like having a little small talk with each other and ends up recalling their times with the Elite 10. Apparently, there was an OVA involving the second season of Shokugeki no Souma that was supposed to be connected to this episode, and apparently it is canon, but apparently it was not subbed out or released yet for the globe exactly, which really sucks if anything. But aside from that, we have to it that they talk about their experiences of meeting the Elite 10, and of course, Souma on the other hand is thinking about like taking on Kuga Senpai, which we all know who that guy is, and honestly, that guy is the person who's voicing Kuga right now. He is also the voice actor of Eren from Attack on Titan and Meliodas from the Seven Deadly Sins and Hyodo Issei from High School DxD. And I gotta say, and I give props to the voice actor, he actually does a neat job on Kuga so far. And I actually give him props for that. Well done, Kaiji Yuki, the guy who's voicing Kuga, etc. But aside from that, we have to it that Souma is planning to take him on, and of course, when I watched the opening, oh my gosh, it was so good, and the way how it was like portrayed, etc., along with what's to come, we are gonna get a little bit far into the series of the manga events that I'm looking forward to, and judging by the events that I saw with the other characters, we are going to get a little bit far. Though I don't know how far we are going to go, though. Because, like, it is still unknown to me exactly. But aside from that, Souma ends up having a little small talk with Nakiri-san and ends up saying that he's going to take on Kuga Tenonori. And, of course, like, we have to it that Souma and Megumi decides to talk to Ryoko, I believe, the purple-haired girl that specializes in Chinese cuisine whatsoever. I think her name... No, I don't know. But one thing for sure, she's a purple-haired girl. I forgot her name. I'm so sorry. I know you guys might be saying, you love this series, you watch it, and you read it, and you don't know this girl's name. Hey, man, there are a lot of names out there that's hard for me to freaking, like, keep in my brain or even to remember if they don't have a lot of screen time. That's how I am. Those of you guys who've been up to date with my channel will understand me. But aside from that, we have to it that the purple hair girl, I'll call her Purple Hair, anyways, funny nickname, decides to take Souma to Kuga's headquarters, apparently, which is the Chinese Cuisine Research Society, which is something that she decided not to join because she doesn't want to focus on one like a particular area in the Chinese cuisine. But aside from that, Souma has a little small talk with like Kuga Senpai and ends up having a little like lecturing from him on how things are done, especially when he decides to serve him his #1 signature dish, which is some kind of mapo tofu, which is similar to what Souma served at his restaurant, but apparently it was only a diner. But the ugliest thing for Souma is that Kuga summoned 10 of his subordinates to cook the signature dish to Souma, and each one he tried is actually very good, and it's actually the same, which is on point, which shows that Kuga is not just only a little bit is just above Souma, but he actually trained these people in his own kind of technique to like master. So what this shows is that his power and skill is totally above Souma right now, because not because he's on the Elite 10, but he's actually teaching these guys to like how to cook the mapo tofu, and all 10 of them actually is the same and they're very good, which Souma realizes, and therefore Kuga asked him like, I would challenge you to a Shokugeki if you could beat me in a certain event, but I got one question for you, Yukihira. What are you going to beat me with? Which is what he asked Souma. And Souma just answers in a confident manner, I'm just going to beat you with my own cooking. That's it. And therefore, we have to it that Soma's actually in trouble right now when he got out of the building. And the purple hair girl's like, hey, you seemed very confident earlier. And there was a funny gag with the dirt faces going like, you're scouting the enemy territory. There are many ways how to do this. You don't just ask them straight out of nowhere. They're going to kick you out, you know? And that is true. But, you know, Souma is just like Souma, dude. I can never get... He never ceases to amaze me and just make me laugh, dude. But aside from that, she decides to give out a certain hint to like Souma, like there's something that he really, really lacked in terms of like not just in terms of like of cooking, but there's one major factor that sets aside you from him, and that is like some kind of reputation or recognition. Like, you don't have his reputation to a point where you might be famous or something. This is something that really plays a part in real life society. It's like, if you don't have the reputation or recognition compared to the other person, then pretty much you're not really gonna get a lot of like, how am I supposed to say it? Popularity or benefits that's gonna help you out in other cases, etc. I'm pretty sure you guys know what I mean, because the purple hair girl, before Souma was about to make his plans, she told Souma that you don't have his reputation. That is what you are really, really lacking right now, and that is something that that Souma does not have. But apparently, after having a little small talk with, what's his name again? Damn it! I know he was part of the Polar Star Dorm. Okay, give me a second right now. Where's that guy? Ishiki. Yes, Ishiki. I'm so sorry, guys. Ishiki invites Souma to be part of his booth so we all can cook together, but Souma says he's going to set up his own individual booth, etc. He's going up against Kuga-senpai. And of course, like, everyone is actually concerned except for Ishiki, because, like, Souma is always reckless when he always does his stuff to a point where, like, that could get him into major trouble. We all know this. All you guys who ever read the manga or even, like, watched the anime from the first season would really understand that Soma's recklessness always gets him into major trouble, but also gets him to push his limits beyond and over. We all know this. We've seen it multiple times that he could find a way how to solve the problem in a matter of minutes, or should I say days or hours. We all know this. But aside from that, we have to it that there are three main areas that like is important to the Moon Festival, etc. Which is something that someone's gonna compete against Kuga to get him to challenge to a Shokugeki so he can get into Elite 10. That is like the main street from the entrance, along with like the central area and etc. Along with like a Yamato area, which is known to be where the Elite 10 usually locates at. This is where like the prices are. When it comes to the main area, that's like around 1,000 to that's like almost less than 5,000 yen. But when it comes to the central area, that's like 1,000 to 5,000. And when you go up above, which is the Yamanote area, which is where the Elite 10 resides, that's like 5,000 or above. And they have at least 500,000 visitors each year at most to like come by to the festival, etc. So it's really tough for the time being of what's really to come. As so much trying to figure out where he wants to put his booth, he may put it in the wrong spot where he may not be able to be as competitive or to be a point where he could take on Kuga. But apparently when Erina Nakuri was trying to talk to Souma when he was in class trying to figure out what to do for deadline booths, it's kind of funny here and there. And then we have to, when it comes to booth booth gatherings, etc. We had to it that Nikumi ended up challenging that sadistic, disgusting girl. I forgot her name. Is it Nao? Nao, right? I don't know. But one thing for sure is like these two are about to like go at it for a certain spot of a booth right now, and this is what happens most of the time because when there's a booth, it always happens in Totoki. Anyone who watches like Shokugeki no Souma will understand what the hell is going on when you come to a point of like here. Now, yes, Sadatsuka Nao, the girl who has like some disgusting elements to make her food like smell horrifying, but it's actually good. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But aside from that, Nakiri already chose the spot, obviously, and we already know where she's going. Well, none of you anime onlys would know, but I do. Aside from that, Yukihira decides to be right in front of the Chinese Cuisine Arts Research Society spot against Kuga Tenonori. And this is where like Souma was really serious about taking him on. Especially everybody who sees Souma putting his boot there is really starting to go like, oh my gosh, are you freaking serious? And we have to it that Souma's gonna do the same thing like he did at the camp one time with Erina and Nakiri. Like, we do understand that when it came to the survival camp in season 1 for Souma alone, when it comes to like 200 servings or more for like his dish, he was very close to actually being expelled, but he managed to get through the skin of his teeth when like he managed to peel up the customers from Nakiri and Erina on his own, etc. Which shows that he's not some pushover. He plans to do that with the same with Kuga Tenori, etc. But that's the only way how he's gonna win, he says. That's it. But apparently Nakiri, on the other hand, decided to give him a little information ahead. Like I got one question for you, just in case. You know that you get expelled if your booth loses money overall, right? Even Nakiri Erina is actually telling this to him. Even Hisako, Nikumi, and the other guy, which I don't care about, ends up saying, yeah, you understand you get expelled if your booth loses money, right? Even Souma did not realize this until Erina told him. I'm thinking in my mind, this kid, he never ceases to amaze me, okay? Like, he never ceases to amaze me. Like, in terms of laughter and smiles and his ignorance of information, it just... Aside from that, the credits was actually pretty cool, not too bad. But aside from that, we get a post-credit scene between like two Elite 10 members, which I'm pretty sure you should know who they are. Those of you guys who are manga readers, etc. would know. Those of you guys who are anime onlys and did not watch the second OVA of the second season of Shokugeki no Souma may not know who those two are. But I'm not gonna say their names until like until it is explicitly revealed, etc. So it looks like to me like the meeting between these two Elite 10 members is a girl and a boy, and the boy apparently is that like first C. Speaking of which, I think I'm being stupid right now. The Elite 10 members are actually revealed, and apparently it is the meeting between like what's your name, Rindo Senpai, and like what's that white haired guy's name, Tsukasa Eishi. Yes. Yeah, the names were explicitly revealed at the beginning of this episode. I'm sorry for not realizing that. Guess my memory is like terrifying in a certain way. Aside from that, Eishi has this like whatchamacallit, this warrior tendency in the post-credit scene. It was just hilarious, dude. He was like, oh man, what are you doing? Oh, I'm so worried. I'm like, this guy... No, I'm serious. Like, the first time I read him up in the manga, or even think about it, I'm like, this guy, who's a warrior like that, is he really, really the first seat? But if he's in the first seat, he's there, alright? No doubt about that. But aside from that, Rindo and She does have a little small talk with each other involving Souma being in the Moon Festival to take on Kuga Senpai. But aside from that, the next episode is going to be called Ma and La, which I look forward to greatly because, like I said, the Shokugeki no Souma is literally one of my favorite anime series, despite like many people could say a lot of things about it, but I'm looking forward to more. I'm really excited. I know it took a long time for me to even like watch the episode because I was just grabbing a lot of screenshots, etc. And of course, like my recap is long too. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be about 60 minutes into this thing. Very long recap. It's like a freaking episode, I know. I'm sorry. I just can't help myself and give you guys my freaking thoughts and reaction, okay? I'm just so happy to see this coming back, and I'm looking forward to more. So until then, I'll see you guys in my next video. So I'm off Zero, people. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time, alright? Peace out. Bye-bye. Toot-toot-doo!